Hello, my name is Angelina. Today I will be asking the characters from Storytime a few questions. For my first question, I will be asking Kate Peters. When the First Lady came to visit your school, were you excited to meet her? Or were you too focused on exposing all the secrets behind Whitaker Magnet School? Yes, I was kind of excited to meet the First Lady. Although I was entirely focused on meeting her. I had to find out what the school is hiding. George and I had to go explore all of the secret places in the old city library and at Whitaker School in the basement. There has been many deaths in that building. Since the demon is finally showing himself, we need to know why he has all of these murderous vengeance. George and indeed to know what is wrong with the school, why there is a demon running loose and no one can know about, and why there are so many mysterious murders in this school/city library. Do you like going to Whitaker? Did you like your old school better? Do you want to go back to your old school with your other friends or stay at Whitaker with George and the Mushroom Children? I do not like Whitaker. I don't like the school, the teachers, Heidi and Wade, how I had to do chores with Pogo. I wish I didn't have to be at this horror story school with a murderous demon running loose. I wish I could go back to Lincoln and be with all of my old friends. I don't like any of the possessed Mushroom Children. I would feel bad if I said no to the offer because George really wanted to go to this school for the academics since he was almost an outsider at our old school. I'm glad that I am in 8th grade and I get to leave this school soon, but the year is lasting a lifetime. How is your family life at home? Your friend, Molly, does come over every week to be with you. Although your grandparents are right next door, they are usually very loud when they practice clogging. Do you like living with your mom, June, and living next door to your grandparents? Would you rather still be with your dad who has left you and your mom? My family life is pretty okay. June is a little weird sometimes. I have to give her credit though because she was left by my father, so she is raising me alone. My father probably does not like me because I try to communicate with him a lot but I can never get through to him. Sometimes I do miss my father without an address. Sometimes I will be with my Uncle George because my whole family is actually crazy. Other than George, my grandparents, George's parents, are the craziest of my whole family. They are part of the Tri-Country Cloggers. All day and all night they make so much noise clogging away on the hardwood floors. My next question is for George Melville, Kate's younger uncle. George, at Whitaker, do you like the new school, always taking standardized tests, the cold, windowless rooms, being force-fed protein shakes that make you gag? Do you miss your old school, or do you like it at Whitaker Magnet School? Did you want to find out the secrets that the Whitaker Magnet School was hiding in the deep, dark hallways that might just hold a murderous demon?
I am very happy that I was transferred into a new school. So far, I have been getting the highest test scores in my class. I haven't been force-fed the protein shakes yet since I have been doing well and taking the standardized tests. Although, I have seen one of the kids in my class be force-fed one of the shakes. They looked like they were going to almost throw it right back up. Taking the tests in every class that we get gets boring after a while because we really aren't taught anything. Also, sometimes the windowless, colorless, brick walls make me tired and cold. When Kate wanted me to help her find out the secrets that lurked in the Whitaker building, I hesitated. I didn't want us to get in trouble, But she finally made me go search deep inside the secret passages of the eerie building with her. What we found in the school is terrifying.
For my last question, I will be asking Kate's mom, June. With Kate now going to a more sophisticated school, would you still rather her going to Lincoln? You do have some social anxiety, so is it better having some jobs that you have to do at Whitaker? Do you like the teaching system better at Whitaker when they take the standardized tests every day? Do you feel bad moving Kate to a different school, making her leave all of her friends? I like her going to Whitaker to get a higher education with George. Even though she really doesn't like it there, I think it will help her in the future. When I had to do some chores at Whitaker, they were pretty strange, but it helped me pay for Kate to get into the school. The teaching system at Whitaker really doesn't bother me, but they only standardize tests all day. For some kids that's great for them, but for others it could be pretty hard for them, even though Whitaker only takes the best of the best. Yes, I do feel bad for transferring Kate to a new school, but she will adapt to the environment in no time. Can I leave now? Storytime by Edward Bluer. Storytime is a great book. It is funny, scary, and pulls you into the story. In some chapters it will leave you on a cliffhanger, so it will make you want to read more. In the book it is, although sometimes hard to keep along with the story. Sometimes I had to read a chapter over to get a better understanding of what is trying to tell you. In my book, there is a lot of details that you have to keep track of, or else you won't understand the next chapter or so. Edward Bluer is a great author who makes you think about the story but also entertains you as you read on. In Storytime there is a lot of surprising scenarios that go on. For example, the First Lady comes and visits the school right when a murderous demon breaks loose. Some pretty weird things happen at the end of the book when a demon breaks loose and starts to roam the hall. Will you be his next victim? The story I read is about a girl named Kate Peters and her uncle George, who is 2 years younger than her. Kate is your average teenage girl in 8th grade. She also wanted to try out for her school play, Peter Pan. Her uncle George has a higher than average mind. He doesn't quite fit in with the rest of 6th grade. Their lives suddenly change when they are recruited to join the Whitaker Magnet School. Kate does not want to transfer to a new school, she wants to stay at Lincoln Junior High. Her uncle George really wants to go there so he can't be judged. Whitaker Magnet School is known for the highest test scores in the country. When they arrive at their new school, George and Kate notice that the Whitaker Magnet School just looks a little bit too creepy. The library looked way too strange to be for children. It looked like it had some sort of dangerous secret deep within it. When they go into the first class, they are told that you will not know the teacher's name, so you won't be able to interact with them as if you knew their name. Also, on the first day of class they automatically took a standardized test. Every day they will take the tests over and over. Also, on the first day of class, Kate was force-fed a noxious protein shake. Kate also noticed all of the other children there looked like possessed mushroom children. The shake that Kate was force-fed was horrible. After a couple of days at the new horror school, George and Kate heard a rumor that a demon was running loose in the school. The rumor was true. The demon would show its true self when the First Lady comes to visit the school. When the First Lady schedules a visit, the unthinkable happens. Cornelia Whitaker Austin, a descendant of the maker of the Whitaker Magnet School, and Dr. Austin, her husband, need everything to be perfect during her visit. Remember the library in the beginning? Yeah, well, those books house demons that could be unleashed at any time. When the First Lady comes to visit the school, during a tour through the school, they discover a dead body. The whole school is in shock besides Kate. From the beginning she knew something was wrong with the school. From the mysterious, noxious, protein shakes, to the descendants of the maker of the Whitaker Magnet School, like Heidi and Wade, Cornelia's children. Kate and George needed to know what was up with the school and the demon whose murderous vengeance who had just begun.